Hello. We're doing another episode, well, a series actually. It's like this is season 3 now because we can't count. We can't count it or work out seasons. So this is the beginning of an Untitled Nerd Cast, season 3, and tonight it's just me and Egerton talking about one event that's happening right now that we're not at.
I know.
Yeah. Hey, it's Egerton. Me and Egerton are doing something. Me and you, I just realised, together, by ourselves, we haven't done anything since, like, last Christmas.
It's true.
Yeah, because it was a lot, I think it was just the two of us talking about Die Hard and shit stuff. David's trying not to swear. He's trying. YouTube and Google are being evil, so David's trying not to swear. Let's bring a swear jar. So, Egerton, how are things? How have you been?
Yeah, things have been all good. Just enjoying this. How can I call it?
Ball sweltering heatwave?
Yes.
Ball is not a swear word.
Yeah, it is.
Hooray. No, God, it's warm. Like, I've got a cold drink here. I'm pretty sure Egerton's got that, or at least a window or a fan pointed on. I actually had to turn my fan off because my audio was picking it up. It's like, I'll burn, I'll melt, it'll be okay. Discord, shush. But, yeah. So since we've last talked, we've had a few episodes of Cinemastic. We had the experiment of a bootleg commentary, which, do you know what? Might try again. Soonish.
Yes.
We've also got more episodes of Tech Bros. Yay. I know you and Raj might be recording soon.
Yes, in the next week or so we'll be recording.
And would you like to talk about the other two? The new boys.
Oh, Infinite Tangents.
No, that's actually three. That's three. I forgot Adam has his new show as well, which I will be appearing on eventually when we work that out. No, I'm talking the two new boys.
Wild Zoology.
Mm-hmm.
And Films of the Week with James Eatwell.
Both very fun. I know episode 3 of Wild Zoology is coming eventually. We don't want to pressure him. He puts a lot of effort into those videos. But
yes, he does.
Yeah, James is on episode 10 now, I think.
James is on James is on season 2, episode 7.
Jesus, okay, he went way. Okay, I was like, oh, he must be on episode 10 now. Nope, that's episode 17 or something now, isn't it?
Yeah, so yeah, he's he's on episode. Well, he's probably in total on episode 18.
I suddenly feel very lazy. Like, I know if I count all the stuff I've done more, but it's like, still, he's just done all that by himself. I suddenly feel very, very lazy. James, we love you. Get you back on the stream sometime because you're a great crack. So. We're going to turn the clock back a bit before Infinity Cast, before there was a pandemic, before, when we could actually see each other in person. Egerton, I've not seen you in person
since 2018.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like... that's 3 years ago, but it doesn't feel like 3 years ago, does it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't feel like 3 years ago at all.
And when we saw each other, it was at that event. That event, of course, was EGX. EGX... is currently on EGX Rezzed, which is the mini version. It's they're doing their online, social distancing, so everything's streamed and everything. That's being done now. But yeah, because we can't really commentate and stuff like that, because it's more developers talking directly about their craft rather than news and new things. So I thought me and Egerton could reminisce a wee bit.
Yes.
So.
Yes, I've got a lot to talk about.
So do I, and they're all horrible. No, okay, not all. Okay, there's genuinely some nice stories about us going to EGX and some stuff happening in and around EGX, which was fun. Like, I'm going to end this podcast with the Birmingham story, which is an epic. But it started with a really a terrible thing. Once again, sorry for swearing. A terrible thing, which I still apologize to Egerton about, but we'll get to that. But this is back when we were doing NerdX. It's like, oh yeah, we're doing an event called EGX Rezzed. It's going to be in London. Do you want to go? It's like, yeah, I'll go. I've never been to one of these things.
No, Birmingham.
No. My first one was Rezzed. The tobacco docks.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, the first one was Rezzed.
Yeah.
Yes. In London, tobacco docks.
So that was me. So once again, NerdX. But you and Raj had done 2 before or 3?
I think it was 2. We had done 2 before.
Was that 2 Rezzed, 2 big ones, or just Rezzed and EGX?
I think at the time it was just Rezzed and the main EGX, I believe. Yes, it was yes. So it was 1 Rezzed, 1 main EGX that we did.
Sorry, I just remember something. Every event we went to, there was always this big panel, all this art, and they give it these postcards with characters drawn on them. And I remember, I want to go talk to those guys. And everyone's like, nah, don't worry, don't worry about talking to them. So it was It was the developers Disco Elysium, one of the biggest RPGs out now, and it's like everyone's like, nah, it's grand, don't worry about them guys. It's like, we could have talked to them, we could have chats.
Yes.
So okay, let's talk about your first 2, the ones I didn't get to. What was your first EGX rep like?
Well, to be honest, it was like, well, it was the first time for Raj and myself.
Egerton, that's it.
Yes.
Tell me about you and Raj's first time.
Well, we didn't really know what to really expect because we were kind of new to the game.
Okay, once again, I said that as a like really innuendo-laden thing, and you just accidentally just dug into it.
Oh no!
But yes, how was your first? Because once again, this is the first generation of NerdX, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what was your first one? What was it? Was it the Rezzed or was it the big one in Birmingham?
It was Rezzed because you always have Rezzed before the main one. Because Rezzed is like the smaller version to the bigger EGX that you usually have in September, October time. Yes, so this was held at Tobacco Dock again. Tobacco Dock. I think all the rest that I've been to have been held at Tobacco Dock. And it was just one of those things that we didn't really have a structure on what we wanted to do because we were new to this. So it was like, let's try and get a bit of everything. Like, try and sit on the panel, try and play some games. Just go around just taking pictures, just getting as much content as we could. And yeah, it was we liked it, hence why we came back the following year and that we were allowed to come back the following year.
With me.
But yeah, no, I did thoroughly enjoy it. The one thing that always makes me laugh about Rezzed is the cheese toasties.
Yeah, the food. Okay, well,
foods.
It's expensive.
Yes, it's expensive, especially for a slice of cheese on some toast.
No, here's the thing: any event, any cons or things like this, or expos, any food's going to be expensive. But
oh yeah, absolutely.
The stuff in the tobacco docks was like kind of ripping the proverbial. And I remember what was it again? You were having these chips, and I remember stealing a few of them. They're really, really nice. And then Raj was like, Raj, you want some? I was like, no, I'm not going to eat them. I was like, why? Well, their kitchen's right beside the bathroom, the public toilet. And both me and you, I just watched me going, oh, that's disgusting. And I watched the colour drain from your face as you went, yeah. No.
Yeah, that was at Tobacco Dock, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the first rest. That was day 3 of that one.
I remember that it was right next to the toilet, and the thing is, you could never see it until you saw somebody going through the side door to the kitchen.
Yeah, once again, before pandemic.
Yeah, yeah, pre-pandemic.
Oh my god, I need a flashback, right? This event used to be press only. Same way with E3. It's the same kind of. It's supposed to be an expo of games and developers and stuff, but E3 got horribly commercialized, as we know, with someone spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to get Keanu Reeves to turn up to do a cameo and stuff. EGX is kind of in the baby steps of slowly getting that way because it's now open to the public.
Yeah.
So cosplayers turn up. I'm saying this right now. Most cosplayers, legends, love them. Some of my mates are cosplayers. Great stuff. But this one guy, and you know exactly who I'm on about when I say the one guy. He's the guy who turned up in full Fallout gear, carrying a bazooka. And every time he pounced you, he smacked you with a bazooka. Like, turning around real quickly, like, ah! Oh god, I wanted to break it on him so badly. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I broke your bazooka. Words I can't say because of Google advertising. But still, yeah. Once again, like, because Birmingham, tons of cosplayers, and they were all really, really nice.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But that guy, there's always one like that. Any kind of event where it's like, oh no, I made this. Screw you guys, out of the way. Now, at the first res I was at, I have the polar opposite stories, which is my first proper interview, which went really, really, really well, and the other one. Which one do we do first, good or bad? Should we end with the good or start with the bad, or?
Let's start with the bads. Start with bad.
So, Everspace 2 is coming out soon. It's been shown off, looks really, really good. Right, this is when Everspace was released for consoles, and the guy literally went, oh yeah, it's going to come out on the Switch soon. We got a chat with him. Mm-hmm. And the interview had to be done 3 times. First time because the battery just on the microphone. Second time because it just formatted itself or something and just didn't record. And the third time we finished, got all done, packed away. And then I got a text.
Wait, was this Birmingham?
This was Rezzed. And later that night, like I'm in my hotel room, like just chilling out, and I just get a text from you going, oh yeah, by the way, that Everspace interview's gone. We don't know where it is.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're never contacting that man again. He must hate us.
Into thin air. Yeah. It was like we never did it.
Oh, it was terrible. I was like, I feel so bad because we wasted. What do I say wasted? It was like midday on Sunday. It was very quiet, but still, we wasted his time. Our time. Once again, this is us getting used to interviewing people properly.
Yeah, because we're still kind of new to everything still.
Yeah. So originally, this is how we did it, right? Egerton contacted saying, oh look, we're going to be going to this thing, we have press pass, who's available for interviews? And then you give us a list, everyone who's going, a list of who would you like to interview? We all picked a few. Now, one that didn't turn up didn't turn up on the list was Frogwares. They were launching their demo for the Sinking City, I think. I do like a bit of Frogware and stuff. They do all the Sherlock Holmes games, Devil's Daughter, Lost Testament, etc. And this is their big Lovecraftian horror detective game.
Yeah.
And I had a bit of time to kill, so I'm just sitting at the thing. It's like, I'm going to play that demo, I'm going to play that. And I'm playing the demo, chatting away to the guy running the demo. And I accidentally broke the game because I paused it while jumping and I just broke the demo. And the guy went, that hasn't happened before. In a really nice way. He's like, oh, don't worry, we'll get this reset and get you back on. It's like, okay, hey. It's like, oh, yeah, but I'm with the website. Do you want to do an interview? He's like, oh, you wouldn't want to speak to me. I'm just the owner of the company. But if you like, I've got some of the developers. So you want to talk to them? No, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm reaching over my desk. I still have his card. I talked to...
You still got his card?
I've still got his card. I found it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Basically, I found it when I was moving, and I found a bag full of just all. Like, I found the bag, the gift bag they give us, with all the stuff I just dumped in it. Yeah, it's like, so his name was. I apologize for. Oh no! Wait. Okay. Oh, actually, I got the CEO's card. while Amar, I apologize if I'm butchering that name, by the way, and he's like, oh yeah, we'll get you a developer to talk to. And this guy came in from his lunch, half eating a burger. Oh yeah, we can go. And we spent 45 minutes talking.
Mm-hmm.
But Sherlock Holmes, Lovecraft, the game, what does he like to do, etc. This is a big fun interview. And guess what happened?
Reminds me.
You texted me saying, by the way, that interview went away. Do you know why? It was done 20 minutes before the Everspace one, and both of those interviews just vanished.
Oh yeah.
Hey kids, know if you're ever doing interviews, this is a professional courtesy thing. Double it up immediately. If you got a laptop with you, go to the press area. There's going to be a press area if you get the press pass. Get a laptop, just back up your stuff as you go. This is what we learned for Birmingham later in the year.
Back it up because
yeah. I mean, we had some interviews. Some of them, by the way, we couldn't use because the sound quality of that area terrible.
Was so bad. Yeah,
I got to talk to one of the concept artists for Vermintide 2. He started working on Vermintide 1's DLC, working on Vermintide 2. And we had a great wee chat. Here's Warhammer, fantasy, etc., etc. And the audio quality was like, yes, and the kiss was like, terrible. Once again, really nice people. I always felt terrible, like an arsehole for going, oh yeah, by the way, we can't use any of this audio. Sorry. Oh god. I still feel so bad about that one.
It's you know what? It's embarrassing.
Oh, it is, especially because we were such a small. I think we are still a very small website, but this was like, oh, this is my first time doing an interview. Whoops, the audio's gone.
Yeah, it was so embarrassing. It's like,
no, we did do write-ups for everything though.
Yeah,
once again, so NerdX used to be basically an article-based website. So most of the stuff there, and a lot of our interviews went. There's an audio thing, audio with a quick write-up underneath each of them. Now that one, it was me, you, and Raj, and then that picture of me and Raj was just all over NerdX and InfinityCast because we didn't have any photos of us all together. Like the photo, if you're listening to this on wherever, you won't see this. If you're on YouTube, the photo you're looking at the background now is from EGX Birmingham, once again 2018, yeah? And it's me, you, and Ben.
Yes.
And as I discovered from running up to this video, me and you have two photos together.
Yeah.
Oh, so the other photo. I got on top of this, right? What was the game? It was like a pigeon bombing, World War II bombing game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is like, hey, take a selfie with one of our plushies and tag us in it. You get the plushie frame. Oh, it's nice. I'll give it to my niece. She's just born. Woman, oh, it's nice. And then handed me all the plushies they had. I got 5 of these weird ball things. Giving them my sister, my niece, and my sister's dog had half of them. My sister's dog doesn't like me. But there is a night and day difference between Rezzed, as it was, and the main EGX. Because Rezzed was a small... It's almost intimate. Because, you have... Yeah. Even the biggest rooms had about, at most, 10 booths. And they were all quite close together. And weirdly enough, it wasn't that loud. I know the sound quality for stuff we're talking about was terrible, but it wasn't that loud. Then there's the main one. The main one is, hey, here's a warehouse with about 500 different games smashed in. Survive. The thing is that the energy of that place was really cool. Just going and just walking in, and they open up the doors, and someone's like, ah.
Stampede.
No, so because you could only get 2 press passes, yeah? And they were supposed to go to you and Raj, and then you got me the Uber Fast Pass, weekend ticket for the public
weekend
thing. Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I've still got the golden badge somewhere. I don't know where it is. And yeah, that was fun. Though for that event, I still find it weird that what had the longest line. So the big games and big demos were Assassin's Creed. Oh my god, which one was it? The one which is like ancient Greece. I think it's Odyssey. Black Ops 4, I think. Kingdom Hearts 3. They were the big ones, you know.
Yes, they were. Yeah.
Didn't have the longest lines though. Longest lines was Metro Exodus. Out of nowhere. And it's like this someone coming with a handwritten sign saying 3-hour wait.
Yeah.
Thump.
And as soon as you know, it
was the first thing, like, oh, I'll play that. And it's like, I'm not getting in that line.
No, as soon as you see 3-hour wait, it's all over. It's finished.
Don't worry, I did get to chat to those developers, but that was not an interview. Birmingham story. So, yeah. Because there's so many people. So many. I mean, what was it again? We all got party hats and stuff from Bethesda, because they were doing Fallout 76. And, oh, who were they? What was the university? So, there was a school or a university or something. It's like, and here's our final class of video games. We're going to try to make these and release them. And some of them were really cool. Like, what was the thing? The Russian one about, this was redacted or something. Which was like half Metal Slug, half Papers, Please. Because every time you did a level, they started redacting things in the level. And, oh, that was really cool. Can't remember who they were. I can't remember if that was what school or university it was, but...
these were the ones at Birmingham, weren't they?
Yeah.
Because I remember one of them was called Gold.
Oh, yes, I remember Gold.
Yeah, one was called Gold. I forgot what the other one was called.
Yeah, there was like 12 of those games. Some of them were really cool. Some of them were like, well, you put in the effort. Good for you.
No, but they were quite good, to be quite honest with you.
I mean, a lot of them were. I'm actually surprised I haven't seen a lot of them popping on Steam and things. We got to talk to Team 17. They were lovely guys. Got a ton of wee badges and stuff of those ones. We're in the interview and I was like, oh yeah, there you go. Have some merch. Oh, my favorite story. It's like 3 seconds. Is we were playing Sonic Team Racing. No.
No.
No. I'm
not even mention this to me. I get so annoyed.
No. So you are playing. Like I'm talking to the developers. Like, hey man, do you want to do a quick interview? It's like, who are you with? Oh, the Nerdex. Oh, are you with the Nerdist? And I didn't correct him. It's like, oh, I'll just go talk to the Sega, because one of the guys who was like from Sega, you know, controlling it, one of his handlers. And the guy disappears around the corner, and all you hear is shouting and screaming. Sorry, I went to pretend to shout and I coughed. And the guy comes back looking like he's just been crying, and he looks at me now and goes, "Sega said no."
Yeah.
Do you remember that? I think you might be still playing. Oh, but it's like, oh man, I'm so sorry I got you shouted at. Are you okay? Do you need a hug?
I can't believe they said that. They say Sega said no.
Yeah, that was his exact words. I mean, he came back like he was about to cry. I think the guy was literally shouted at him. Though a couple of, I don't know if this was a dev. I don't think it was a dev. I think it was just the guy running the booth. There was Soul Calibur, whatever it was. One where Geralt from Witcher turned up in it. And the guy running it kept just jumping in to play the games. I was like, oh yeah, you come. Like, I've never really played many of these games. Oh, it's fine. He beat me perfect twice. Oh, do you want a rematch? Like, man, you've been playing this non-stop for a whole weekend. I'm not going to do this. Ben, who once again was our third party, walked in and trounced him. He avenged me, just beat him down. It's like, yay, Ben. I miss Ben. I got Ben in for some stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, it was a fun event.
It was.
Kept running into friends of yours. That person made you do VR.
Yes, VR, my favourite.
Oh! No, we didn't get to interview them properly. The guy's doing the Titanic VR thing, which was like, oh, okay. You're going to explore the Titanic as it sits in the bottom of the ocean. It's like, as someone from Northern Ireland, born in Belfast, I feel I have some attachment to the Titanic. Let's see how they do this. It's like, well, this is very respectful. Right up until I made the joke that, you know, there's still water in the swimming pool. Whoops. I'm sorry, that was that was a terrible one. Terrible. Though, okay, so the food at Rezzed expensive. The drinks at Birmingham were cheap. Do you know how?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, I popped off and like, do you know, it's so warm. I'm gonna have cider. Lovely.
And
Um,
I think EGX had a lot of shops there. The one in Birmingham, you
oh
had the
yeah,
ones inside the hall itself.
yeah,
You had
because
Starbucks.
yeah, and tons of like, this is the Microsoft store. This is the Sony store. Because I got, once again, you get the 3D pass thing with the wee badge. The wee badge give you like a discount. Like, I'm gonna go to the Sony store. I'm gonna buy something cheap. And my choices were, because it was the end of the week, I was like, I don't have that much money left. And it was either a wee tiny plushy Kratos from God of War. And it's like, he looks really angry. Or a wee tiny plushie from Bloodborne. It's like, well, I'll be giving this to my niece, so let's give me the Bloodborne one. She still has it. She calls him the tiny angry man. Yeah.
I,
So, okay. I got,
I,
so on the way to, I'm not going to say which event it was. I got talking to someone from a very, I don't want to say famous, but a very large fan base of a YouTube channel. And it was one of these events, and they were doing like posing for photos and posters and stuff. Once again, I don't want to say who it is because this is not a nice story for them. And it's like, oh yeah, you must love these things. I was like, yeah, it's okay, it's okay. And he was so, once again, this is the Sunday. Sunday, everyone's tired. And he's like, yeah, yeah.
yes.
It's like, I get to play games, and he looked me dead in the eye, looking like I just crushed his soul, and said the words, "We don't really get to play games anymore." And I was like, oh, why the hell did you even get into the whole YouTube thing to begin with?
Calamity.
Poor bastard. Now, if you want to go to those EGX events and try to work out who that is, good luck, because there's at least 19 different YouTube channels of those things, so have fun.
Yes. There's quite a few.
Hence why I was being vague. I don't want to say it, because he was so tired. He was just like, so just done with everything. Oh, but if you get a chance to go in a professional way, it can be really cool to talk to developers and just meet people you'd never get to meet. I got to meet with Tim Schafer, the founder and president of Double Fine, because he popped in. He's like, this is the Rezzed, and we're just chatting in the wee press room. You also get the press room, which has free tea and Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so
okay,
coffee, water, Wi-Fi.
Okay, Wi-Fi, because like, you got like 19 different people trying to upload shit to YouTube in one go. Wi-Fi is not gonna be great. And he just walks in to say hi, and it's like, oh, there's Tim Schafer. Hi, how are you? Oh, nice to meet you. That wasn't his accent, he's American. But he's very, very nice. I was like, got to meet Tim Schafer. That was cool. Then there's just the events. I to this day, I apologize to Egerton for this. I apologize to Ben for this.
Oh my god!
Because
I know what you're gonna say.
And you're already angry.
I prepared myself for this.
So this is was it the Friday or the Saturday of Birmingham?
This was the Saturday because any major after show for EGX or anything, MCM or anything for that matter, is always on a Saturday.
So I seen the ad for there's the after show with blah blah blah. I'm like, that sounds fun, lads. Let's go to it. And Aaron's like, no, it's probably gonna be crap. Ben's like, it could be fun. I'm like, oh yeah, come on, me and Ben, come on, Egerton, you've got to come. So we did. We paid money to do this as well. So,
yeah.
And I'm so sorry.
I don't feel. Actually, I swear you paid for me as well.
I paid for all of you, and I still I paid for everyone. By the way, it was like 20. It was like 20. It was like 25, 30 quid each or something. Like, lads, my treat.
It was expensive.
It's like, lads, my treat. I bought it, and I paid for it as a treat, and I still apologize. That's how bad it was. So we enter this like warehouse bit that's just off. Okay, first off, tell people listening where this event was.
Right, so this event was at EGX Birmingham.
At the location? The location.
After the location?
Yeah.
It was the NEC
Yeah, so it's big.
exhibition hall.
Yeah, this was like a wee bit off to the side, which was a warehouse.
Yeah, like that's the empty exhibition space.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Basically.
And they had the stage set up, and it's like live music from a DJ. And there's
Oh.
this thing called Wi-Fi Wars. And hey, I know when I was being really nice and not mentioning the YouTube earlier, I'm mentioning Wi-Fi Wars for this reason. You're shit.
But just before you go on about that, when you enter the place, you do not enter the main hall initially. You have to go through another hall to get to the other hall.
Yeah, and it was like really.
So
but it's also no. Wait. So we enter this bit, right? And there's all these giant flight cases just piled up, which I assume were for the actual event. And there's this big curtain that cutting the room in half, and there's this really bored looking bouncer going, wristband. It wasn't checking anyone, by the way. We get in. I think I bought everyone a drink. I think I got myself a drink, got like a Coke or something, and then we sat down at the table, and the music started, and it was like what was it again? What was it again?
Chiptune.
Yeah, the chiptune can be, if you get a good DJ doing it, that can be great fun. Yeah, it can be fun, Yeah. And it's like, oh, going for a while, let's drop a nostalgic thing of something, music you'll recognize. This guy was just rubbish. Worst bit is he was also presenting Wi-Fi Wars, which is like, we're going to break a world record by playing the biggest game of Pong, I think it was. Make sure you sign into our Wi-Fi code. The Wi-Fi didn't work. And at most, there were 70 people there. They weren't breaking any world records. And they were just they're trying to get the crowd up and going. It's like, And also it was cold.
It was cold.
It's like, this was dark. Like, it was summer. It was like, it's around this time of year, which, let's date this. This is, July. It's really, really warm. This place, it was, and it's like, I remember just looking to you, and you looked like I genuinely thought you were going to hit me. That's how angry you were at me. I was like, I'm so sorry. And yeah, we left early, and I gave someone my wristband because they couldn't get in to see their friends.
Literally, I don't even think we were there for half an hour.
We were there for about 45 minutes, maybe, because there was a good while before the music even started.
And they were telling us to connect to the Wi-Fi.
Like I'd get if we were too far away from the stage, but we were like 30 feet away from the stage.
Yeah.
And it's like, terrible thing.
Unfortunately, because of Google advertising, I cannot precisely say how I felt that night because they will be a lot of swearing.
Oh, right. Like, I'm trying to not, very few times I heard Egerton swear was when we were leaving that place. Like, effing blinding and maybe a few C's. It was terrible. Like, this event was rubbish.
It was diabolical.
Yeah.
It was diabolical.
No, okay, so...
Yeah.
End of that evening, you went back to your hotel room. I know you decompressed. You chilled out. Ben went back to read. I didn't. So we're going to tell the story, which is the first time I think it's the first time I've told the story while recording. So, to get to our hotel, which was like, what was it again? Was it an Ibis or a...
So it was Ibis, but it was just outside of the city centre. Yeah,
so we had to get a train back, right? And, I feel bad. I feel like word I can't say because of Google advertising. And I'm looking really down. And this English girl goes, "Are you okay, love?" And it's like, yeah, I just feel... The night out's kind of died. It's like, "Do you want some wine?" It's like, "Do you know what? Why not? We're on a train. You're a complete stranger. I will happily take some of your box wine." Plastic cup. Drinking wine with these four women who I've never met before in my life. Egerton edging away from me. And they're like, "Oh, we're going to a comedy gig." And it's like, all right, I'll go with you. I remember, and it's like, "Lads, you want to come?" Ben was real... Ben, I don't know if he's done with it or he's just a bit shy. I couldn't tell. He said, "No, you just didn't answer me because I still think you were very angry at me for the rest of the night. Give Ben my bag, and then that's the last I seen you two for a while." I think like so for the next 4 hours, you two went to the hotel. Okay. So where we went was a bar slash club slash many roomed place called Prism. Oh yeah, by the way, this is David's first time in Birmingham. Never been to the city before in his life. Immediately by himself on an adventure. So we go to this comedy night, right? And every single comedian's shtick was they weren't from England. And it was rubbish. Like, you thought Wi-Fi was bad? This was, and they're like, is there anyone here not from England? Yo, me at the back, because I've already had like half a box of wine. And it's like, where are you from? Northern Ireland. What are you doing here? I was kidnapped. And all the girls beside me go, yay, we kidnapped him. And it's like, are you enjoying the show? No. Oh, that shut him up. It's like that's how you immediately get a comedian to stop talking to you. Tell them they're rubbish.
Oh god.
Or no, get a bigger laugh than them, then tell them they're rubbish. Because the whole I was kidnapped. Everyone laughed. One of them disappeared for like 5 minutes, and then comes back and goes, hey, the room next door is a hen night. There's like 3 hen nights combined. Do you want to sneak in? I went, yeah, right. So, me going into this room full of women, very nice. Handed because they just assumed we were with whoever the hen night groups were. I was handed some champagne with some vodka in it. I got handed 2. They disappeared very quickly, and I got handed another one, which disappeared quickly. And there was a drag act, kind of like, organizing, like hosting the event. All right, girls, the first person to get a bridesmaid's underwear to the stage, that kind of first person to get the groom on the phone, like those kind of party games. I'm sitting going, yo, this is funny. And then it's like, all right, girls, here comes Rambo, and this big bastard jumps on stage in like army getup. He is a very big man, and suddenly shirts off, trousers off, and it's like my first thought was, oh god, that's a stripper. 3 minutes later, at the back, 3 minutes later, at the back of the room, me quite drunk, screaming the words, "Get your male genitalia out!"
God.
Hey, you're in a group, that kind of thing. The energy goes, and yeah, it wasn't because. By the way, I didn't know the English. Well, first of all, I don't know strippers. I've never been to a strip club or anything. Didn't know you don't do the full Monty. So this is a guy wearing his G-strings, hobbling off stage, sweating buckets because they've just done backflips and magic miking their way through the night.
Yeah.
I got chatting to many people that night. You didn't. I don't think you've seen it. Did you see my arm?
No.
I had like 4 different numbers just written on my arm.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know who did it. It's like half these numbers are smudged, and I'm pretty sure I don't want you touching me again. Get away from me. And I think like halfway through the night. By the way, I don't know if I can put the image up. It's like, look, I've got to go soon. I'm talking to kind of the guy going around giving drinks. He's in like hot pants with a bow tie around his neck, nothing else. I think it's called Romeo or something. Another stripper. And it's like, hey man, can I get a selfie with you? Just because like I don't think anyone's gonna believe I was chatting to a stripper. He's like, sure. So I hop in for the selfie. Once again, I don't think I can put this image on because we haven't got the rights to their faces. Probably blur them out or something. And just as taking a picture, one of the bridesmaids walked up and licked up the side of my face. And it was the most uncomfortable moment of my life.
Oh my god.
Because it was just a tongue on my face. Oh, I don't know you.
I'll just freeze.
Yeah, no, it was like, so I say goodnight to the girls. I cannot remember any of their names. Once again, there are photos of this. It's on my Instagram. This isn't my coach. You can go look for it, but I don't think I can put them on YouTube. But the photos are on Instagram. Got a big selfie with those ones. And then I walk out drunk. I mean, I'm really drunk. Jesus. And I'm walking through a city I don't know. Trying to get my phone to connect to the internet so I can do Google Maps. And there's this couple who are walking towards me. I'm like, hi. I've never been to say before, do you know where this hotel is? And, yeah. It's X, Y, and Z that way. It's like, thank you. They look at me, look at each other, and then look back at me and go, hi. Do you want to come to a secret bar? And I thought, yeah, why not? I get like taken down this back alley where it's like either I'm about to be molested, stabbed, or wake up in a bathtub missing a kidney. And they come up to this big and heavy metal fire escape door, and they rap on it, and this guy opens it, and he's got tattoos all over his face and across his neck. He's like, "What's the password?" And she says something like "toffee apple" or something. And he's like, "Oh yeah, come on in." And we got let in via the back door of a hairdresser salon that had been set up like a bar. And they were cocktails, ordered me a few, we got chatting, it was really fun. Got a selfie with those two, once again, head to the Instagram, because I don't think we can focus here. And then I go, make my way back to the hotel, having the odd adventure on the way. Nothing as memorable as being kidnapped, comedy gig, hen nights, secret bar. Then I get to the hotel. I'm outside. I think I was like texting you. "Oh, do you want anything brought up? Because I'm about to get in." I think I get like a Diet Coke or a Pepsi or something. And
I think it was a Coke.
There are tons of people just sitting in the lobby, exhausted. I'm like, wait a minute. I recognize those T-shirts. Like, hi. Are you working at EGX? Like, yeah. It's like, oh, I'm covering for a website. What are you working on? It's like, oh. Like this, I think this Polish guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're the developers for Metro Exodus. We're exhausted, so we're having a drink in the bar." So I sat down and had a drink and chatting with all these developers and the people, like all the tech guys who were running the event, the people we couldn't get anywhere near because they were so popular. By the way, they were not prepared for that. They were so just done. And then their spark, their electrician, the guy had, physically set everything up, looked at me and went, "Hey, do you smoke weed?" I went, "Nah, man, I haven't got anything on me." No. "Do you want to smoke some weed?" That part of the story, for legal reasons, I will not be continuing. But I went upstairs in a very, very happy manner with Egerton's drink and a drink of my own. I think, I know I give you your drink. I remember grabbing the door, opening, go, "There you go," and then leaving. Walking next door with a pint of cider, I think, and a pint of water because I was so worried I was going to be hungover. Seeing Ben look at me, and Ben just saying the words, "I think I should have gone with you." So that was my best bit is I woke up feeling right as rain. I think I got back to you guys like 2:30 or something in the morning, but
I was surprised that I was still up at that time. I was
you were doing emails and stuff, weren't you?
I think I was doing either emails, I was chasing up, I don't know. But yeah, I'm usually by 12 o'clock. I'm out.
Yeah, I do love the Birmingham story just because, like, hi, David went on an adventure because he was unsupervised by adults. So the reason
Birmingham was a bit weird as well, actually, because it had the first McDonald's that had self-service that accepted coins.
That's what?
You know that McDonald's right next to the hotel?
Oh right, yeah, because because we got breakfast there, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. It was outside the bus stop, and it was like that one that had self-service kiosks that accepted cash and coins as well.
Oh yeah.
It was such a weird one. I was like, out of all places, Birmingham?
Yeah. Okay, so the reason we're bringing this up, not because we're sad because we can't go today or this weekend, but depending how things are going to go in the future with lockdown lifting, inoculations, people being safer out there, masking up and etc., we might be doing events again, which will technically be our first events as InfinityCast, but we've done events before as NerdX. So, and one of those events might be EGX, because EGX Rezzed is happening now in EGX October.
Yeah, EGX October, which is taking place down my road in London.
Yeah, and I'm going to make you go if you're that close to it. But once again,
no more trips up to Birmingham.
Once again, fingers crossed for that one, because we don't want to say yes or no to it just in case. Well, lockdown number whatever has kicked off, or Brexit has messed up David and Adam's travel plans because What, what what's the deal now? Can we just go to the
Well,
UK like normal, or you know?
hopefully not. Hopefully not, because I'm thinking to come Dublin soon. So
Yeah, but no, okay, no, for you going to Dublin, nothing has changed. Oh yeah, so
nothing's changed.
once again, so we're talking about photo stuff. Egerton's coming to or going to Dublin in January. I might pop down and and see it. 'Cause I thought once again not seen you in literal years.
Yeah, 3 years.
Yeah, do something fun.
Yes.
Maybe go to the Guinness factory or something.
Yeah. Oh no, I plan to go to Guinness Factory.
I've never been. Okay, the closest I've been to the Guinness factory was when I was working as a bartender in a hotel. A guy from the Guinness factory came up and taught us all how to pour Guinness properly. That is the closest I've been to the Guinness factory. I will happily go to the Guinness factory with you.
Yes.
If it's
Yeah,
open,
that's-
once again, fingers crossed, pandemic and whatnot.
Yes, exactly.
So, maybe to EGX, well, I say maybe, very loose maybe. Don't put it in writing maybe. That we might go to
Yes.
EGX in October. But 2022 onwards, if things are
Oh,
better,
we're down.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
down.
we might be going to events or at least doing more stuff in person because I miss physically seeing people who aren't my flatmate or family. Nothing said against my flatmate or family. Well, maybe some things about my family can sometimes be annoying. Love
No,
you.
I do miss I do miss the events. I do miss going as press. I do miss the trips going up there.
I
the
still have
staying
my press pass
seeing
somewhere.
different places.
I still have my press pass somewhere.
Yeah. My press passes are all in boxes. Like I keep my press passes. I've got my press passes from like Ideal Homing Show, EGX, MCM,
See, I have
Super Comic Con.
I have a lot of them together because I used to volunteer and work at QCon, which was which is the
Yes,
the largest gaming and anime event in the UK, or it used to be. I don't know if it still is because once again, having to go online for this year and not being able to happen last year. But I also run their I used to run once again. Wasn't on last year, and this year was all digital. I used to run their Call of Cthulhu tabletop competition games, which I would love to start doing again because I miss being game master and doing shenanigans. Egerton, we've got to do it. We've got to do a tabletop game.
Oh yes.
Record it and get some shenanigans on tape.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's in our plans, isn't it?
What's my plans? Everyone else is like, oh yeah, sure, and then just.
Yeah, you kind of need to carry on nagging us.
No, it's like hey, if you've tried to like anyone out there, hi, trying to run or organize any tabletop game, schedules are always a. I was like 1 second. We're 47 minutes into this. Google Ads won't check this far. Organizing.
No, they will.
1 second.
They will.
Also, I checked. This does not count in their swear words. Is a right bastard.
Oh no, that's fine.
Yes. You thought I was going to say.
Female dog.
That's a bitch, not a bastard. Bastard is someone who is born out of wedlock, doesn't know the father.
My bad.
Have you literally called a female dog a bastard?
No.
Egerton, I've got questions for you that we're gonna have a conversation after we finish. We're going to round this up in a bit, but I'm gonna have a conversation with you afterwards. So yeah, maybe to events this year. A more solid maybe to the beginning of next year. Let's really hope so for next year in total. Also, hi. This is the Untitled Nerd Cast. We're back. We're doing more stuff. And honestly, it might just be me and Egerton having a bit of a banter because I realized, and Egerton agreed, you have Tech Bros with Raj. I have Cinema Nasty with Adam and Stream Nights with the other people. Me and you have nothing.
No, we don't.
So, honestly, Untitled Nerd Cast might just be me and you having a chat because I like chatting to you. I miss, just seeing you. Even though me and you've only met 6 times?
Yeah, we've known each other for how many years?
Oh god, let's feel old. Okay, so it's been 3 years since the last event, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so before that, I was writing for at least a year, probably more, for NerdX. Then there was
Yeah.
like the stretch beforehand, which was, hey, you've joined, you've signed up, we haven't opened the website yet. So at 5 years,
Because I'm just thinking that I've
five
been really,
years.
yeah, because I've been at my current job for 5.5 years.
I've had several
So
jobs during
yeah,
this time.
yeah, so about 5.5 years.
When you first met me, I was just a bartender. Then I became another bartender.
Yes.
Now I'm doing all sorts of shenanigans. Also, in that
Yeah,
time,
five
I
years.
dude, during that time, I wrote a book, which hopefully will be re-released soon as a nicer version too.
Yes.
Then there's all the stuff we're planning for next year, which I don't want to get too much into, but should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's nice to talk to you. It's nice to get word out to everyone who listens, because we're getting more and more viewers slash listeners, and it's just nice to get a chance to say hi. Here's some of our stories we've gotten to do during our time of being nerds.
Yes.
It's something we've enjoyed doing. It's something because this whole thing is none of us are paid to do this.
No.
Unfortunately, hey, do you want to sponsor us? Give us money. Great. That or we'll make a Patreon or something. That'll give us money. But
Yes.
all this currently is just us doing it for fun. Yeah, fun mainly. Yeah.
Yeah. And bearing in mind that the Infinity Cast was
Oh,
kind of made during
have we
lockdown.
have we talked about this on camera? Oh, we did,
I
but oh
don't
no,
think
no,
we
we
can.
no, oh no, we have, but it was during that birthday stream that buggered up. Um, so
Oh,
it
yeah.
was it was a catch up between me, you, and Raj, and it was to say, "Hi, how's everyone doing?" Because beforehand, me and you were texting, going, we could do a website again, couldn't we? Couldn't we? I
Yes.
mean, we've got nothing but spare time since we're all locked down. We all had a very very long chat, and then like 3 days later, I recorded the first episode of an Untitled Nerd Cast, Patrick,
Yes.
which was a year and a bit ago now.
Yes, it has been. It has been.
Yeah, it's been a fun year. Well, not a fun year, actually. Let's be honest. It's been an utter horrible year because pandemic.
Pandemic wise, yeah.
Everyone either being furloughed, losing jobs, going completely and utterly stir crazy because they just can't go outside, or turning out to be secretly racist. A lot of people turning out to be secretly racist. I think that's what lockdown did. It's like, dear Lord, so many people in America and the UK are suddenly very openly racist.
Yeah.
But once again, we do this for.
Colours.
It's like we do this for fun. So let's not talk about this stuff that I brought up. So next week, we'll do another episode next week. See what tickles our fancy to chat about, and yeah, hopefully just me and Egerton having a bit of fun. We might even pop on video, depending if either of us want to shave and tidy up our rooms.
Yes.
But yes, I have been David, and this has been,
I've been thinking.
and that's been Egerton. Have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, or whenever, and chat to you soon. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.